Good morning guys, and welcome to another day here in Safranbolu. Currently it's about 6:50. We are going to be exploring one of the most beautiful canyons here in Safranbolu. Full of adventure today, full of interesting journeys, and I can't wait to share it all with you guys in today's video. But first, we're just gonna walk around the area and hopefully catch the sunrise. So I thought maybe I could go on top of the aqueduct, but turns out they completely locked this up and then they covered it in concertina wire. I know that in the past they didn't have the concertina wire, so you could still try and sneak through the gate, but now it's like there's no way you can get through this. So the aqueduct itself was constructed in the late 18th century, and it was designed to carry water from a small creek about, I think, like 8 kilometers outside of Safranbolu and take the water into the city for their use. Now today it's completely abandoned. You can see that there are plants growing all over it. I don't even think there's water running through the aqueduct anymore. But the scenery it creates through the canyon is absolutely stunning. Entry into the aqueduct is completely free, but you can't really enter into the aqueduct. I'm pretty sure you guys saw that. You can just only look at it. You can climb to the smaller arches. I think you can access like 3 of them, 4 if you're really fit and you can climb up onto the arch, but other than that you can't really access the top part of the aqueduct. We're just enjoying the aqueduct here. The sun is rising already, as you guys can probably tell from the time lapse, and once the Crystal Canyon and the Canyon Walk are open, we're gonna go check those out. So the cool thing about this canyon is that not only can you see it from above, but you can walk into the canyon. So the entrance fee to walk into the canyon is 4.5 liras. I paid 5 liras. It's like a wooden boardwalk into the depths of the canyon, but it's very quiet right now. Not a single person here. Let's go inside the canyon. The canyon itself is really well developed. The boardwalk, very nice, very clean, very clear-cut stairs. Yeah, you don't have to be very fit to descend into the canyon. In the canyon floor, you have some chairs, some tables. People come here to have picnics. There's a cafe. So there's a lot of like options here, I guess, for food. It's kind of like a hangout spot for locals, I guess. They'll just come down here, chill. And right now the sun is on the other side, so it is actually really cold inside this canyon because the sun isn't shining. There's also a little creek that goes through the canyon. The water is extremely clear. I mean, I can see the absolute bottom, and sometimes I wonder if there's even water because it's just so clear, but I'm pretty sure you can hear the water in the background. This place is also very lush, and I think that has to do with the fact that there's water running through the canyon, so it makes it possible for plants and trees to grow. A lot of trees growing here actually, and even along the sides of the canyon you can see that there are a lot of plants that are just growing off the cliffside, which is very impressive. But we're just gonna walk around the area. There's literally nobody here, so really big tip, if you want to come here and have it to yourself, come early in the morning because there's literally not a single person here. But we're gonna walk around, enjoy the place, and then we're gonna head outside of the canyon. We have successfully made it out of the canyon. We are back on the top part. I mean, It's a very small canyon, so you don't really need that much time. I would say max an hour and you should be able to walk through the entire canyon and see everything. But now we're going to go see the final thing here, which is the crystal glass terrace. So this glass terrace was actually the first glass terrace ever here in Turkey that was built. But it's not exactly the clearest glass terrace. I mean, looking down, it's kind of blurry. The glass isn't really as clean and as clear as I thought it was going to be. The view over the canyon, however, is really spectacular. You can see the path that we were walking through earlier in the canyon. And yeah, it's a very, very beautiful, beautiful canyon. Once again, nobody here at all. I have the entire place to myself. But it's really, really quiet, really, really serene. And you can hear the water dripping from the other side of the canyon. But it's just a really nice viewpoint. I don't think the glass terrace itself is very special or unique. It is the first one, but I mean, it's so blurry that you can't really see anything below. So it kind of defeats the purpose of having a transparent glass terrace in the first place. Just made it back here to Safranbolu. We're getting our stuff packed because we're leaving Safranbolu in a bit. Our bus is gonna be here in about half an hour. So we're gonna get packed, check out, and head to, it's not really a bus station, it's just like a random street here in Safranbolu. So let's go there. So here's the plan. Today we are leaving Safranbolu and we're going to a town known as Pinarbasi. It's about an hour east of Safranbolu, but the buses that go there, they are very sporadic. And the next bus, from what I understand, will leave here in Safranbolu at about 11:45. It's currently 11:15. I was told to come to the Zalifre Hotel, and right outside the main road of the Zalifre Hotel is where I'm supposed to get picked up. Hopefully it works out. I have no clue. This is all word of mouth from the tourist information. So hopefully I make it to Pinarbasi. Pinarbasi? Yes. Yes, okay. Thank you. We have officially made it to Pinarbasi. This is literally the Turkish countryside. Today might be one of the most cinematic days I will ever shoot because this place, it's gorgeous. It is actually stunning. So I can't wait to share it all with you guys. Let's go check it out. Now when you come to Pinarbasi, there's only a couple of things for you to see, but they're all the most beautiful mountain landscapes ever. The first place we've come to is a canyon, and it is called Horma Kanyonu. We've been walking in the canyon for, I would say, a good 10 minutes, and I have to say, I am impressed. Like, I don't know why more people aren't talking about this. This place is gorgeous. I would say it's almost as beautiful as Sakla. But the thing is, in Sakla you can actually walk in the valley. Here they have an entire wooden boardwalk for you. So it's not only super accessible, but it's just as beautiful as Sakla. I am really at a loss for words at how beautiful this place is. I mean, look at these cliffs. This is insane. This is really, really insane. Entrance fee was only 6 liras. Compared to, you know, Sakla, which I think was 9-10 liras, definitely more than that. And you're having such an amazing view here. Wow, I'm just mind blown right now. We've just entered another section of the valley, and literally right before that rock, it was sunny, it was warm, it was great. And all of a sudden, I walk past this rock and it is cold. It's dark, it's cold. You can see moss growing everywhere. The water is all of a sudden moving much faster. It's like you entered a completely different world in just a matter of a couple of steps. That is crazy. But seriously, it's getting pretty chilly in here. It's substantially colder, and I mean, the path forward is just amazing. Let me just show you guys. So that part of the canyon was very, very narrow. As you can probably tell, it was very cold, and all of a sudden it opens up here and then it just becomes warm again. It's like the sun shines, everything is, you know, 10 times brighter. All of a sudden it changes again. Wow, this canyon is like so bipolar. It goes from super hot, super cold, and now we're back at super hot. Wow, this is quite the canyon experience. After about 2 hours, mostly because I wanted to take photos and take videos, we finally made it to the end of the hike. This is Ilika Waterfalls. Unfortunately, it is a lot smaller than it looked in the photos and is therefore quite disappointing, but part of it has to do with the fact that we're currently in the dry season here in Turkey. So there's not much water flowing. However, I will say the water is very, very clear. It's very, very blue. However, there's no swimming as well, so that kind of takes out the fun of the waterfall. But I'm sure during the wet season, the waterfall would be much, much bigger. But we've got to hike back another 3 kilometers because we need to get back to the taxi to go to our next destination. So I'll see you guys on the road. This right here is a reason to come to Turkey for sure. Valla Kanyonu is gorgeous. I mean, this viewpoint up here, it's stunning. The architecture is amazing. Then the place of the architecture is amazing. Catching the sunset from here is just gorgeous. And just flying the drone here has been exceptional. Also, I'm very, very cold right now. I did not realize that it was going to be this windy and this cold up here at Valla Kanyonu. So we're going to make this quick. I will talk to you guys more about Valla Kanyonu and today in general, when we have some warm food in front of us when we're back at Pinarbasi. We have finally made it back to our hotel here in Pinarbasi. I was freezing out there, like seriously, it is cold. So we started off the day with Kastamonu, which I think that canyon, that aqueduct, really, really nice. The glass terrace is it's not really that worth it to me, but the canyon and the aqueduct, really, really nice. Go and check that out if you're in Kastamonu. Then we came to Pinarbasi. Now, these 2 canyons we visited today, Horma Kanyonu and Valla Kanyonu, both blew my mind. Valla Kanyonu, however, was wow, that was completely different. It was at a higher elevation, so instantly when I got off the car at Valla Kanyonu, I felt so much colder, and the place is just I think you saw the drone shots. There's no way to describe it. It is just so beautiful, and I'm surprised that people aren't talking about that place. It is really, in my mind, top 5 in Turkey. Not even a question. It is so beautiful. That sunset, that architecture that they have. It is very cold, it is very windy, but it is absolutely worth it. If you do go, make sure to wear a jacket because it does get pretty cold once the sun sets. Tomorrow we are still spending half a day here in Pinarbasi, so there's still another canyon we're gonna go check out, and I'm super excited. We're waking up early for sunrise tomorrow, so make sure to tune in and watch that video. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, definitely give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more food and travel videos. I'm so excited for the upcoming videos. We're gonna be leaving Pinarbasi in the next video, and we're gonna be going down to the coast. I'm so excited. I can't wait to share it with you guys. Make sure to hit that notification bell so that you know when the next video gets posted, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye guys.